1. Fantasy Football League. 12 members, all related, fighting for the same thing. One epic punishment. That punishment is the romper. This is the Men's League. Good morning and welcome. I'm your host, Andrew Golgan, and what a great week it was. After a huge week 3, things only got better in week 4. The romper is inching closer and 6 teams are deep in romper watch. There are no certainties in fantasy football, but somebody will definitely be wearing the romper at the end of this season. Let's get right to the action. After a brutal 0-3 record, things have only gotten worse for the Teabaggers, as he lost by 45 points to I'm Only Here So I Don't Wear a Romper the week before the Teabaggers' birthday. Even after I'm Only Here So I Don't Wear a Romper benched superstar wide receiver Mike Evans, but that wasn't all. To further hamper the Baggers' odds, the Rompers had 2 players leave the game with injuries and not return, and still managed to put up 139 points. Those injuries included Chris Ben Carson, whose ankle was gerrymandered to Olympia, Washington. Next, Eli Big Apple Manning was no match for Megatod, as he caught a skinny post for a shimmy and a score, as well as Charles Clay Matthews, who caught 5 passes for 112 yards and made the Baggers' offense look like a bunch of clay pots. Final score, Baggers 97, Rompers 139. The Middle Spoons and the Skin Fluties played in a nail-biter, as Adam, hooked on a Feelin' Thielin, lost all feelin' after realizing he left the Spoons at a disadvantage. Newly acquired Carson Wentz went toe-to-toe with Tom Brady, and Doug tugged a little too hard Baldwin was invisible as the Middle Spoon scooped up yet another win. The Skin Fluties have no answer to their problems as they lose again, dropping to 0-4 as the Middle Spoons top the Fluties 116-99. In a blowout, Balls Deep couldn't find an answer to any of my Balls Are Inflated players, led by Bilal Throw-in-the-Towel Powell, who ran all over Balls Deep, totaling 163 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Russell Sprouts Wilson forgot what team he was on, but still managed to find his way to 20 points. But on a day where the juice was let loose, another OJ went up for parole, but was rejected by My Balls Are Inflated and was left on the bench. Balls Deep is hoping a mid-season acquisition of Doug Martin will help him as he returns from suspension this week. Balls 139, Deep 70. The yin and the yang were on full display as Tom Huang's record was finally evened up. Seems to me as if Jeff Fisher has a new job. With the win, he jumps up in the standings thanks to timely losses by teams ahead of him, as Lamar Team Manly's Men Killer Miller went for 29 total points, and LeGarrett's knife wasn't blunt as he stabbed Manlius Men's chances after Matt Shot the Bed Ryan had flashbacks of the Super Bowl. Hopefully he finally learns to throw to Julio Jones now. The Chinaman 140, Team Manlius Men 111. The Soccer Mover finally found a win, ironically during one of their worst weeks. But sometimes it's the Indian and sometimes it's the Arrow, and that might hold true here as Madison Madness must have been getting measured for the romper instead of setting his lineup. Sox had Javorius the Buck Rule Allen add only 10 points, but Ezekiel Elliott beat his Gurley's defense for 30 points after a first half that could be considered abuse in 47 states. Madness 75, Sox 100. In our final matchup of the week, and also the mashup of the week, after a late Sunday morning trash talk by Jags' Giant Jags owner, the team was trounced by Clinton Dix Alpha Harambe. The Harambe saw Alex Smith continue his miracle performances as he scored 28 total points. One must wonder if Jags' Giant Jags is sneaking back to the romper watch after losing 2 weeks in a row. However, he did play 2 of the 3 remaining undefeated teams. Jags 76, Harambe's 138. What a recap that was. Gets me tired just thinking about it. After losses last week, Balls Deep and Madison Madness have made a trade. Balls Deep trading Kyle Rudolph, Tariq Cohen, and Larry Fitzgerald for Drew Brees, Delaney Walker, and Adrian Peterson. Let's get in our trade expert, Andrew Golgan, for more on this matter. Andrew, can you hear me?
Thanks, Boone, for having me, and nice tie. Yes, a trade went down, and boy was it a biggie. 2 teams in the middle of Romper Watch, both trying to get a few wins, hoping these new places will help these old faces get rejuvenated.
Thanks for that great insight. Do you have any other information for us?
Yes, Boom, 2 teams are talking. The Teabaggers are tired of losing and are looking to make a trade, and I'm Only Here So I Don't Wear a Romper is ready to take a risk. That trade should be finalized any minute now. Oh, looks like I'm getting a call. Yes, it looks as if the Teabaggers have traded Amari Cooper, Sterling Shepard, and DeMarco Murray for Cooper Kupp, Corey Davis, and Wendell Smallwood.
Wow, that's some incredible timing. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
After the break, we have our romper rankings, and you won't want to miss it. As we promised before the break, here are the Romper Watch standings. Leading are the Teabaggers, who are tied with the Skin Fluties with 4 more teams, all jostling for positions slightly behind. As we look ahead to next week, the game of the week is Clinton Dix out for Harambe versus the Teabaggers, as the Teabaggers are currently projected to win, even though being down 0-4. Time will tell us the truth, but that concludes our show. For all of us here at the Fantasy Network, I'm Andrew Boomer Colgan.